Chapter 7. Possible, Impossible, Repossible. Quote, "The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a man's determination." Unquote. Tommy Lasorda. What do you believe is possible? What do you believe is impossible? What do you believe is possible for you? What do you believe is impossible for you? Do you believe that your dream, your passion, your goal, your whatever you want to call it, is possible or impossible? I no longer see possible and impossible as black and white, yes or no, zeros and ones. There is a third path, a method, a mindset that finds another way around impossible and yet slides by the possible. It's not necessarily better or worse, smarter, better, but it's from another perspective, from a new perspective. It's a mindset, a philosophy, a meaning. I use the term repossible when the answer isn't so cut and dried, where I need a new take on the challenge to see another way in or out. It's okay to move the goalposts, change the rules of the game. It's okay to change the game. At the end of each chapter, I'll end with 3 bullet points. Possible, impossible, repossible. Here are the quick descriptions of those terms. Possible, the hard way. Impossible, the easy way. Repossible, your way. I try to, in the fewest words I can muster, summarize each chapter by showing the easy way, the hard way, and your way. Call it what you will, the best way, the smart way, the efficient way, the effective way. You get the idea. Here's what I really think about each point. Possible. Quote, "Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible." Unquote. Francis of Assisi. The hard way. This is usually the way we think it needs to happen. It seems contradictory, but the possible way is what we think of as the easy way, but it's usually the hard way. Possible involves ideas like going it alone, hard work, slow, chaotic, etc. This way isn't necessarily wrong, but it's the slow way. With possible, I see it as the way to keep the status quo, or stay where you are, not advance, or maybe only advance slowly and surely, but feel good doing it because you're working hard at it. You'll get there eventually, well, probably. This is the thick-headed method, the "I can do it and you can try to stop me" approach that will get you somewhere, maybe nowhere, but not really where you want to go. When you're not sure what to do, take the possible route to get from A to B. But C? Maybe C is repossible. Impossible. Quote, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." Unquote. George Bernard Shaw. The easy way. It might not be necessarily cheating, but it's a shortcut. Just like sugar-free diet chocolate cake. Come on, seriously? It's also unrealistic. This would be dreaming the dream instead of living the dream. It sounds good at dinner parties, it looks good on paper, but you know, and it might be your little secret, that it's not really going to work. I completely realize that these might seem contradictory or that they're even mislabeled. Call them or label them as you like. One is easy, one is hard. They both usually don't really work, or at least get you to where you truly are headed. Repossible. Quote, "Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler." Unquote. Albert Einstein. Your way. Repossible changes the rules. Repossible might even change the game. Repossible is a different perspective from where you see different challenges and even different goals. If Possible is walking straight ahead from the junction in the middle of the desert, and Impossible is refusing to go anywhere, sitting down in the dust in a pout and waiting for someone to come pick you up, then Repossible is looking around, seeing things with fresh perspective, and realizing that there is a drinking fountain that just rose up out of a mirage with sparkling water. Repossible, yes, it's true, has a sense of humor. Repossible, and I'm not sure how else to say this, doesn't really care so much about the other two guys in the desert, Possible and Impossible. He's not on their team. He's not in their league. He doesn't even play the same game. Repossible is taking a step up and seeing things from a higher plane. I'm going to leave it at that for now.